Hello, and welcome to the second discussion for our Intro to Media and Communications class. My name is Jesse Brown, and I am doing social media and how it relates to politics.
My name is Janaya Seals, and I'm doing social media.
My name is Lindsay Hernandez, and I'm doing advertising.
So, we find this interesting because social media as a platform has drastically changed how both our political and advertisement landscapes function. So, I think like a big one to start with is the concept of astroturfing. So these big conglomerations will make fake, smaller grassroots organizations to push messages that they think are good. So a big one is it was a New Jersey tax commission that got a bunch of people that were absolutely paid to do it, but were told, hey, taxes are bad, even though the taxes would be good for the state.
Which I feel like that kind of relates, astroturfing relates a lot with advertising too, because it could lead to fake social proof by like creating fake reviews or certain advertisements that sound like real customers are buying it, but actually they're just being paid by the companies and they're trying to act like real customers when as like they're not paid promoters, you know?
Yes, and the better about that, social media platforms are very addicting, and like they can make us angry, and people will put out more negative and false information so that it get our attention, and it's true, and people take that and they run with it, and it's hard to stop that on social media because once it's out, it's just like it's out, and they're getting paid billions to keep making us angry, and it's going to keep working because they know that they can do that because either way you're going to have what's the word? You're going to have a say so on social media.
Oh, absolutely. And I think, especially that anger comes in a lot with politics. You see, the age of social media, you have this increasing polarization of people where instead of people thinking about what they want and thinking themselves through their own problems, they would just prefer to listen to like an opinion leader, somebody in their group who will do all the thinking for them. You think of people like on the right, Tucker Carlson, Rush Limbaugh, uh, as political as it would be, Donald Trump, and then you look at people on the left like Rachel Maddow, Bernie Sanders. Instead of people actually thinking for themselves, they parrot all of the talking points that these political figures talk about on social media.
Yeah.
And you see how bad political and advertisement has come together, like especially in the 2024 presidential debate. Usually in debates, they have a special committee, right?
Mhm.
But this presidential debate, they skirted those rules. They held two separate debates. I actually believe they only held one because Trump didn't want to do a second one. It was either Trump or Biden. I'm not 100% sure. But basically, they held two different ad breaks during that 90-minute debate. They had a bunch of new rules, but they did not involve the federal government at all. It was CNN for the first debate, and they were planning to use ABC for the second debate. But like those advertisements, they're specifically designed to target those specific people that are watching the debate.
Yeah, that's the thing with like news stations, different news stations and news channels. They are really biased depending on what side they are, and they'll push out that information to align with the viewer's beliefs. So, like if it was a Republican, they probably, or if it was a right side news channel or something like that, they'll push out right side beliefs because they know that's their viewers, that's their customers, and stuff like that.
And the funny one there,
That's what keeps
this
it
is
coming.
this is a bit of a personal anecdote. When you watch Fox News, a lot of the advertisements on Fox News are specifically geared to old people.
Yeah.
You have like the My Pillow guy, who is a big sponsor of Fox News, so it makes sense why his advertisements are on there. But you also have like just oodles and oodles of medication. The dialysis, Viagra, all that stuff geared especially towards older men. because that's the viewer base of Fox News. That's who's most likely to listen to those right leaning, yeah, old people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's what they put out because they know that that's who
Yeah.
that's for. You don't really hear them talk about nothing for young people.
Yeah, well, I mean, this kind of veers out of the realm of social media and goes into a bit more of the TV space. But, when old people who mainly use like Twitter or X, they only follow their specific
Mhm.
cultural identity. They will only follow their own tribe. They don't want to see anybody else.
Yeah, and the people they like and the stuff that excites them.
I think that's the difference in younger people. We have more of an ability to put ourselves into other people's shoes. We can see more viewpoints on social media
Yeah.
because we grew up in that global village.
Yeah. More of our generation is on social media and in their phones. So
But, even still, like with that, social media is leading to more polarization. Like we have more viewpoints, sure, but we're slaves to our algorithms.
and platforms like Facebook and Twitter are helping create it.
Because even when, like, aside from the political standpoint, they get paid the more we're forced to doom scroll. The more we look at bad things on the internet and the more we look at the advertisements that come with the bad things on the internet, the more money these companies make. So,
And no,
no, go
keep going.
ahead.
I was just gonna say, and they keep saying like that's what we like, and that's what calls our attention. That's what causes us to fight, and it's like they don't care because they're getting paid for whatever. Put money in their pocket, they're going to continue to do whatever makes us angry.
Oh, absolutely. And, most definitely, like advertisements, they get paid to just continuously promote bad stuff.
No, yeah, especially sometimes they would use disguised endorsements. So they're like big companies or just regular companies. They'll pay viral creators or they'll pay really popular creators on TikTok, for example, to promote a product, like on the TikTok shop. They'll pay a lot of money to them so they can promote it, even if it's a bad product. But people are like, oh, that's my favorite creator, or oh, I know that creator, or I believe in what this creator believes, so I'm gonna buy this product because they said it's good, so it must be.
Well, there was I don't know how active you are in the internet space, but there was a big scam a while back from this company called Honey. They had, like, for years, they had hundreds of different internet creators across all different kinds of platforms. Gaming, fashion, family bloggers, influencers, all of that. Well, it turns out that the entire company was a scam. But they had so ingrained themselves into the public mind that even if you didn't use Honey, you knew what Honey was because they were continuously paying these influencers to say, hey, you should use this platform.
Yeah, and especially like spam, it is a powerful tool for advertising, but it is kind of like annoying and stuff like that, especially when you sign up for something that says opt in for to receive whatever, and then it just sends your information to all these other different companies, and that's how they get you. But it is a like good cheap marketing tactic.
Oh, especially with political
Oh yeah, with
figures.
political everything. You'll start getting spam emails from representatives of your town or of your city or of your state. And they'll be like, oh, I believe in this and this and this. But like, who really reads the emails?
Yeah, don't nobody really read them because it's a spam, dog.
Well,
Or they try to send you links and you click on them and boom, your phone is stuck.
Yeah, I get like 700 Donald Trump emails a day, and I'm really not sure why. They just arrive in my spam inbox. It's gotten better. It usually only picks up like once the election season rolls around. But Jesus Christ, do they love to send me spam emails? And my thing's not even like my email's not even connected to really any political platforms. I'm assuming it is only because like they see my demographic, like young white male, and they're like, we're gonna send you spam. We want you to give us money.
Especially in what state you're in, if you're like a red state or a blue state. But sometimes they send direct mail too, like direct spam mail in the mailbox. I'm like, how did you get my address? Like, what company did I opt into to receive whatever leaked out my address?
Oh, they have everything.
Yeah, they have everything.
It is actually genuinely scary sometimes when you look at like what companies have on you. They've got your phone number. Anybody can look up your entire address if they have your name.
And that's why I be careful about like a lot of jobs, like even though this is not on the topic, but like when I get hired places and they be wanting like my social security number, I only write it down one time on one piece of paper, and they be trying to get me to write it on these other piece of papers, and I don't trust it because it seems like it's already so much with just your social security number. Anybody get it, all your information is out, and the government already has our information, so you don't want that.
Well, the bad thing about that specifically is a lot of jobs, like they won't give it away. But if you give it out to any online platforms specifically, they will absolutely sell your data because that's a big marketing tool. That's a
Yeah.
big moneymaker for companies like Facebook, Twitter.
That's why I don't put it in on them sites.
I think actually Meta, yeah, Meta, and then
Well, Meta has Instagram, Facebook, and I don't know what other company.
do they have Snapchat?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I'd have to look that up. I never actually thought about that. I don't know if they might have bought Snapchat actually, but I mean, yeah, like Meta has pretty much all of your information. If Zuckerberg wanted to, Zuckerberg could probably find any single person on the planet and get all of their information immediately.
That's scary, y'all.
But I mean, I think social media has influenced our lives. It is.
Yeah.
You look at the realm of inventions and how they've changed the world. You started just 300 years ago. People were still delivering things on horses and buggies. We had the Pony Express, and that was the only form of mail service you had. If you wanted to find out your wife died on the other side of the country, it took you 3 months.
Mhm.
Now you can send a single text message to your aunt that lives in China or something, and that's immediate.
Instant reply.
But I mean, the terms of that global village that I was talking about, it has completely encased us. So while we're closer together, these algorithms push us farther apart solely because it drives their ad revenue. But do y'all have any more closing statements you want to make?
Um, this kind of goes with the astroturfing. I didn't mention it, but without the greenwashing thing, when they promote stuff as like eco-friendly or sustainable, especially with like creators, or like health creators, be like, oh, like this product is eco-friendly, this product is sustainable, and those words are kind of like trigger words because everyone wants to be eco-friendly now, everyone wants to
Yeah.
be sustainable, and they will just tap into that consumer society. Is like, oh, you should buy it because it's eco-friendly and it's sustainable, and I'm a health creator, so you should believe me.
They get you to try to believe things.
All right. Anything from you, Janaya?
No, my videos really just talk about voting relations.
Awesome. Well, this has been our second discussion question, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.